Sexy Battles, Jim here. Well, here we are. Okay, this is my joint account, myself and my girl. We're Oddball 397 here. And here's how we're doing. We've had about 1,200 odd battles. And you can see the hit ratio is okay. Victories, okay. Average damage, okay. I guess we're just kind of okay. We did manage to score some decent hits in a couple of games. Got a couple good badges. But the whole point of this is show you we started this on January 7th, and we're not quite 2 months into it. And I've seen some guys asking about experience and how to get it. Now, I'm a newbie at this. I'm greenhorn and all that kind of stuff. Not very good, so my advice can be taken with a grain of salt. But this is what I've seen anyway so far. By driving the original Russian tank that came with the game, which I sold, I took up too many slots, I started with the BT-2. And after driving the BT-2, I wanted to go ahead and get the BT-7. But the only way to do that was to continue just to drive the BT-2 over and over and over and over again until I amassed enough money and points. You can get money by driving the other tanks, but experience points you can only get just a couple here and there. You'll never amass enough experience points by, say, driving an American tank or a Chinese tank or what have you to go ahead and get this BT-7. It just wouldn't work. So you have to drive the BT-2 until you get enough experience points driving the BT-2 to purchase the 7. And so then what I did is after I got the 7, I went ahead and kept driving the 7 and upgraded it as much as I could, as much as I needed to go ahead and get enough experience points to go from the 7 to the 20. Yeah, right. Anyway, we sold the 20. So go over here to the 20. Since we sold it, nothing's listed here anymore. It was a terrible tank for me. I'm sure other people can drive it much better than I can, but I was just on a single-minded quest to see how fast I could go. And so we drove the A20, which was a harsh trip, until we amassed enough experience points to buy the T-34C. And after driving the C all over hell, we amassed enough points to go ahead and buy the 85. Now, I didn't like the 85. I found it's kind of like a big C. It's got a big gun and a big turret and all that, but it just wasn't for me. So I drove it to death until I could get enough money to buy the KB-13. You can see I sold the T-34-85. Now here, I have a little bug about selling tanks here I want to bring up in a moment. Anyway, I still have the KB, and the reason I didn't sell the KB, I wanted to sell it, but I had some special parts on it, which, since I'm playing the game with no money, no gold at all, it won't let me sell this tank because I have some special parts that I was able to buy with my exchange money, but now I can't sell them or take them off the tank unless I have actual gold. I find that slightly contradictory, but I digress. Okay, so we drove the KB until we had enough points to buy the IS. Now we've been driving the IS, and earlier I could have went ahead and bought this gun and tried to use it to get enough points to go to the IS-3. But the way I was thinking about it, this gun is so slow that by the time it just didn't seem to fit for me. I'd have to put a new motor on it to make the tank faster. So what I did is I went ahead and put the 100mm gun on it instead, because it fires faster and you can do a lot of damage with HE, and you can get some good hits with the armor piercing too. So I've been driving this now for a while, not too long though, for a while now, to get enough points to go ahead and buy this gun, which is now 12,723. So once I get enough points to buy the gun, I may not even put it on the tank, but I may continue to drive this tank for okay, rewind. Once I get enough money to buy this gun, then I can go ahead and start researching the IS-3. The IS-3 is going to be kind of a beast. It's going to cost let's see, what is it, 2.5 million plus, and 77,000 experience points. So that's going to be a while. But I'm hoping to make enough money and enough experience points to do all this in 90 days. So you can wish the newbie good luck here. So this is how far I got, and you can't go from one tank to the next by, say, let's go back to the garage here. By, say, driving the Cunningham and getting great scores with it, or driving the BT-7, or any other tank you may have in your garage. Anything other than the preceding tank will not get you hardly any points at all. I mean, I drove the T-34C, got a great score, about 30,000 points, and 4 or 500 experience or 400 experience points. And then when I looked at the sheet of paper I was keeping to keep track of experience points gained, I only gained about 10 or 15 for the IS before I had bought it. So there was simply no way to drive this and buy that. It would take forever. So I had to continue to drive this, and getting good scores with this, I was able to buy the IS very quickly. So now we have the IS tank here, and the paint job is not permanent because I have no money. Like I said, let's get back to this little peeve I have here, IS. These parts, I can take off the glasses, the scopes here, but I cannot take this off. I can either destroy it, which loses the money I paid for it, or I can pay to have it demounted. Look at this. Now, I bought it with the money in the exchange that I earned, but I cannot get rid of it unless I pay World of Tanks money. Now, I find that contradictory, but that's only a very small peeve. Everything else is outstanding. This is one of the greatest games I've ever played, other than people cussing each other all the time. That turns me off. Whatever. Okay, so my whole point was gaining experience points. I had to go from one tank to the next, from here to here, and to the A20, then T-34, KB, IS, and so on. So our next stop is going to be the IS. I only need under 13,000 points to do that, so I should be researching this tank sometime the next day or so. Alright, so we'll go ahead and show a couple of other things that we're doing here, and we'll wrap this up real quick. And let's go back to the garage here, just for fun. And service record, IS. This isn't too bad. Where's our awards? Here we are. These are pretty, we've earned a few things here. Not so much. Like I said, we're brand new at the game. There was something else, stats. Oh yeah. Not too bad. I mean, some of the contests they put out, I drove myself crazy trying to win stuff and didn't do it. It was terrible. I was within about 5,000 points of winning the gun stabilizer, and the night just drug on until I literally just fell out. And then the next morning it was gone. So all that effort was lost. Other than that, we're doing okay. Alright, like I said, I may post something else here in just a second. Or, no, I'm losing track of what I'm supposed to be doing. We'll get back to this in a moment. Okay, I thought I might throw this in here to show you how this tank works, how I'm driving this thing. We're still, like I said earlier, as green as can be. Newbie power. Where's he going? He's splitting out of someplace. Reminds me of another game. Every time somebody goes running in the opposite direction, that means there's a big bad guy. There's probably some big terrible tank up here. Okay, let's see. Click around. I like this feature here. Aha, there's some big, a fellow IS tank, only it's the wrong color. Okay, he's getting close.
Ready to fire. Enemy armor is hit.
Okay, we got a buddy here.
Gas tanks ruptured.
Ouch, got hit hard.
We
Good boy.
didn't penetrate their armor.
That hurt.
Critical hit.
Okay.
We didn't even scratch them. Where'd they go?
Should have loaded a high explosive shell for this range. I'm still learning, and it's a hard learning curve, this game, man. Good game, though. Great stuff. Here we go.
Permission to engage.
Another big guy.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Hey, we knocked him out. All right. Try to get a beat on this guy. I don't think I can. I'm a bit overly cautious, too. Sometimes I'll go charging right out and get myself blown up like a complete idiot noob. But I try not to do that. Try to follow the lead of the more experienced players, guys with the non-premium tanks that are high tier. You know they earned them, so they must know what they're doing. Well, I don't know if that stands true completely, because here I've got this high tier tank and I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Anyway, we're doing okay. Got some damage. Somebody hit me off. That IS tank hit me awfully hard. He probably had a really big gun. I'm using the 100 millimeter because it fires fast, and I didn't want to take the time to install the 122 and maybe not get anywhere with it. I'm hoping to start researching the IS-3 very soon, and maybe have it within 90 days of starting the game. Anyway, back to this. Here we go. There's some enemy tanks out here.
Ready to fire. That one didn't go through.
Rats. Get a little closer, maybe.
Target
Oh,
lost.
okay, somebody got him. What's that? It's a big guy over there.
Target acquired. Enemy armor is damaged. I don't see the target.
Okay, he got knocked out. What else do we have? There's still something out here.
Target acquired.
There's a Hummel way over there.
Enemy is hit.
Let's tune on this big guy. Doesn't seem to be moving.
Enemy armor is hit.
Maybe there's nobody driving the tank. Oh well. Here you
They're
go.
knocked out.
Okay, cool. And I think this is going to end pretty soon here. Looks like the enemy's getting pretty badly chewed up.
Target acquired. Where'd they go?
Yeah, he went. There's this guy hiding over here behind the rocks. Should probably move him closer. One guy left. Okay, this is almost done. Well, please rate, comment, and sub. That would be nice. And we'll see you guys for the next round. Let me know how I'm doing here. I'm a raw recruit. I'm trying to get an IS-3 tank on just pure experience. Here we go. Oh, okay, we got him. Somebody got him. Well, that was a heck of a lot of fun. We'll see you guys for the next run. Take it easy, and thanks a lot for watching.